what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my juke, can't catch my...
Today, from MetLife Stadium, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in playing some decent football. 5-3 in their last 8 games. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that, really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards there and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Play to the running back.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Draw play to
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
play action. It's Burrow.
At the 37-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Vikings, nothing.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Burrow's pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route. So
touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin
Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 6 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Vikings to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. They start the drive with Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's third down.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Landry, agile footwork. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if in fact they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but somebody else is on the team, keep going to that hot hand.
Yeah, not over yet, but looking good here in the second quarter. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Ryan Tannehill has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down. On the carry, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. "35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
3-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Burrows.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Minnesota.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The pass.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. You got the big lead defensively.
willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Penny. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The fullback dive held up short. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They run it again with Cook, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's brought down by...
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, he's looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, the win form is number 6 on the year.